Good afternoon, South Africa. Welcome to Afternoon Express. I'm Bonnie Mbuli.
And I'm Jeannie D.
I'm already very emotional today because on the show we'll be discussing a very important and pertinent issue in South Africa at the moment, and that is the issue of child abuse. Now, studies show that 1 in every 3 young South Africans will at some stage be sexually abused in their lives. Now let those numbers sink in, because what that actually means is that even myself as a parent or anyone close to me has to be aware of the fact that we will know somebody whose child has been sexually abused.
Yeah.
And today in The Loft, we have filmmaker Lucy Witz released a documentary called Dragon's Lair.
Now, the documentary deals with how she herself was abused by her stepfather. And what makes it even more powerful is that he agreed to appear on the documentary as well. Then we are joined by Edith, who is from Jelly Beans. And this is an organization that deals with children who have suffered from trauma or abuse, and they provide resources and a little bit of hope for them.
Yes, and we would absolutely love for you to join in the conversation and share your thoughts with us.
Yeah.
And our social media question that we're asking today is how can you protect yourself and your children from predators?
All right, and then in the kitchen, Danilo and Clem are standing by.
Indeed, and what's so special about today's show is there's also a chance for you to call in live and to share your stories with us on the number 021-430-9881 and really engage in this conversation with us. We're going to try and be as real and open and honest as we can on the show, and I hope that you at home will be able to do the same thing with us. On a lighter note, on the show today, obviously on Monday was the big episode of Tropical Island of Treasure Seychelles. Team Anga were the winners. We announced that sort of like 2 weeks ago, and then the whole reunion happened after Monday's episode. So we'll be sitting down, him and his winning partner from Tropical Island of Treasure from the Seychelles. I cannot wait to have that conversation with them. And I thought with all of these good topics that need to be spoken about on the show today, let's get some of the kitchen and cooking out of the way in the meantime. Clem is making these amazing burgers on the show today. And if you're one of those people who really struggles to take in all the information on how to make recipes that we do on Afternoon Express, the easiest way to get all the details is to SMS the keyword burger to 33650. It'll cost you R1.50 and those free SMSs don't apply. So it is kind of middle of the week. Let's get started with some food.
Right, so this burger is quite dear and close to my heart. Also because if you have too many of these, you probably stop your heart. This is the whole farm burger. Why? Can you guess why?
I'm trying to guess why. I'm seeing a little bit of beef there, but I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Is this pork?
That's pork.
Now I'm getting where we're going.
Okay, cool. So exactly. So what I've done is I started off with my burgers, and a lot of people ask like how I like preparing my burgers, and the honest truth is as simple as possible. Salt and pepper. No breadcrumbs, no eggs. I don't know, how do you make yours?
Oh, a simple burger, just basic patties, lots of rockets. Avo is a must. A delicious bit of cheese, like a nice layer of my favorite kind of cheese, whether it be blue or not. Or maybe just try something with brie and a brie and something sweet.
I like it experimental because this burger is very experimental.
Cool.
So, like I said, salt and pepper in with your mince. That's going to start cooking a little bit of olive oil, get a nice crust in it. I like cooking my burgers for about 4 minutes aside. Okay. And my new thing actually is squishing my burgers down. So literally grab your tongs, you kind of like squish it down, creating more surface area.
So they don't become balls.
Yeah, and you kind of, the greater the surface area, the more crust you get on your burger. You know what I like to say?
The crust is a must.
Exactly, especially with this.
Do you keep your, because I always find that my burgers burn on the outside and then are very like red in the middle. So how do you prevent that?
Burgers should not be cooked on a very, very high heat. It's a big, think of a burger as a steak. It's a thick piece of meat. So medium heat is all you need to cook right through. And you still want to have a little bit of that pink, but still a medium heat, not high.
Gotcha.
Cool. So that's busy doing its thing. And I've got some beautiful burger patties that I cooked up earlier. Look at them.
We need many, because obviously we need to feed everybody in the loft today. So we're going to have many of these patties.
Cool. So these are done. I'm going to pop these right over here. Let me put it back where they came from, right over there. Cool. So now we're going to start with the other hero of this burger.
Okay. How many heroes are there in this story?
Well, quite a lot. Quite a lot. So I've got this guy for you, which is a beautiful, beautiful, easy to cook Woolies ice pine. This guy.
Delicious.
And it was so easy to prepare. Literally, it comes in the container already. Just have to glaze it and into the oven.
Yummy.
I like that you're smiling like that.
I'm very excited. Please cut me a little sneaky slice now, because Jeannie and I just flew back from Joburg, flying around the country now.
There we go.
Hungry along the way.
Ooh, I was like a little boy.
Perfection.
Is it good? You like it?
I was like
a little boy sitting outside the oven just watching it glaze all day. I was smiling the whole time. So it's got a beautiful, beautiful fig glaze on it. It's so intense, isn't
Delicious,
it? So beautiful. And it's smoked. You want that smoky flavor. So there's no bacon on this guy because this is kind of going to be our bacon. Are you happy?
Very, very happy, Clem. The more meat, the merrier.
Cool. So I think that's enough for one portion. I think so.
Let's make one burger patty so we can see what it's going to look like as like a completed product. Because I know you've got some sides to prepare for us later on, which is going to be yummy too.
Sure. So I've got this amazing pasta sauce. And olive pasta sauce, why would you use it in a burger?
Oh, good question.
This burger is intense in umami.
Okay.
And so is this olive sauce. So it's basically also an umami bomb. So using the sauce, let's get that going on there. I'm going to ask you to add some, I'll add the lettuce. You can go with tomato.
Cool.
So that goes down first. Cool. On goes some lettuce.
I'm actually going to steal these because I like to use these. Not
Do you?
To use mine.
Okay, cool.
There's
Done.
some tomato.
A little salt.
A little bit of pepper.
So now we're going to start with our tongs. Let's go first with a beautiful piece of ice pine.
Yummy. And then so goes our patty on top of that too. The more ice pine, the better.
You would think that this is the patty's turn, but no.
Oh, no.
I got some beautiful, easy to cook pulled pork. So Dan, you
delicious.
can do the honors. There's a little bit on there.
Cool, a little bit of pulled pork on top. This wasn't a little bit, but you know me, I don't know how to do anything in small size.
This burger is amazing. If you did not buy your dad a Father's Day gift, okay, you need to go and make him one of these. He'll be so happy.
I hope you at home are also thinking about making burgers for dinner. These are looking so delicious.
Okay, now we're going to go on with our burger patty. A little bit of smoky burger mayo. Yeah?
Yum, Clem. There's too many flavors on here.
What does that mean, too many flavors?
Decadent. Make it your own, I guess.
What is this funny word, things that you're saying to me? Top it like that, and of course...
A little pickle on top with a thing.
And
Yummy,
then-
yummy, yummy.
Ooh.
All right, so I hope that you're starting to get hungry with us on Afternoon Express. I'm going to wait. I promise you I'm going to wait to eat that burger with you at home. Later on in the show, we'll be showing you how to make all the sides for our incredible burgers that Clem's got for us today. After the break, we sit down the winners of Tropica Island of Treasure Seychelles, Anga. Team Anga. Don't go anywhere. A warm welcome back to Afternoon Express live on SABC3. So if you've just tuned into the show, we're tackling a very important issue of child abuse on the show today. And we'll be continuing and starting that conversation a little bit later on. And we also need to finish off our recipe that we're making. We've created these burgers that Clem has created for us on the show today. And all that's left is to do the sides. And so besides normal green beans, today Clem's going to be showing us how to make tempura green beans, which should be yum. So should we get it done?
Absolutely. So I've got these amazing green beans over here, and I've got these sexy green beans over here.
Okay. Why are they sexy?
Because they're fine.
Oh, I get it. Fine beans.
I'm going to put you to work. Cool.
Cool.
Knife. I want you just to top them for me.
Well, that's just to remove all of the woody bits.
Just the woody bits, because you can eat the end tails, but the woody bits I feel like need to come off.
Cool.
So you can do that. You can
What,
start with
just
that.
2 of them?
No, you can do more than 2.
Oh, okay. Just wondering. Just wondering.
So there you go. So I've also got some tempura flour in this bowl over here. What I want to do is just give the green beans a dusting in the tempura flour. That helps the tempura batter stick to it.
Cool.
So while you're busy with that, you're going to top and just coat it for me.
Done.
I'll start on the tempura batter.
Go for it. I can do that for you.
Super easy. It's going to be tempura flour, which you can buy in Woolies. Salt.
And is that different to normal kind of flour?
Yes, it is.
What is it made out of? That's
So
different.
it's got corn flour in there, and that's the main part of the batter.
Oh, the crunch.
And it gives you that crunch, exactly. It doesn't go brown. So a lot of people tend to cook their tempura till it goes brown. That means that whatever's inside the tempura batter is dead already.
Yeah, did something wrong.
So
Okay.
please just remember, your tempura batter is not going to go brown.
And also another big question I've always had about tempura, I just thought it was like a breadcrumb kind of version, but it's actually not. So tempura is actually a flour.
It's a flour which is turned into a batter. I've got some white sesame seeds. You can absolutely use black sesame seeds, which I think is more traditional.
Cool.
I like the white ones because I feel like they go a little nuttier.
Nice,
And
when they toast off.
Exactly, they toast in the oil. So that's perfect. That's what we've got. A little bit of cold water, very important.
I thought I should do like a thing and make like a smoke thing. It didn't work
Sure,
out for
I
us very
mean,
well.
totally. You're not wearing an apron. Yeah. So you're looking for a pancake batter, a nice thick pancake batter, and this is the one time that the lumps are good.
Oh, really?
So
So those are the little crunchy bits in the end.
Exactly. So if you can see, we've got a beautiful texture. I haven't added all the flour into it. That's fine. That's going to add to the texture of the finished product.
Okay.
So cool. That's looking amazing.
So rustic is good.
That's looking cool. So do you know how you test your oil to see if it's done?
Yes, you drop a little bit of flour, and if it frizzles and pops, it's ready. So it frizzles and pops, it's ready.
There we go. And that's fizzling nicely. It's not too aggressive. That's perfectly fine. So I've got a method of how I do my tempura. Some people just tend to dip and then chuck a whole lot in. One thing that happens immediately is you drop in the temperature of your oil. You're not going to deep fry.
Not a good
which
idea.
is what you want.
Cool.
So a little bit of patience, but it works. Gives you a good result. You dip your green beans into the
yummy.
batter. and then you lay it into the oil and drop it away from yourself.
Okay, so it doesn't splash back at you. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do these in restaurants where they also do these with courgettes as well. Like,
Absolutely.
Like what's the other name for courgette? I keep forgetting.
Baby marrows,
Baby marrow, there we go.
So my idea with this is, burgers need fries.
Yeah.
So being a little different, the burger's so extravagant already, I'm going to try and incorporate a green somehow. Yes, I'm going to deep fry it, but this is how I take on a fry. So this is not a burger you're going to have every day or every week.
Guilt-free fries is what you're trying to create.
Yeah.
They're kind of guilty, but they're still not as guilty because they got a green in there.
Absolutely. So that's going to go now.
It's one thing that your mother always says, make sure you eat your greens. This is one way to prove her wrong,
Well,
So eat your greens. Okay.
let me deep fry it. Yeah. So once it hits the oil, it's going to start firming up immediately. Like I said, it's not going to turn brown. If it's turned brown, it means you've overcooked it. Tempura is about the texture, not so much about the color. So it stays white. So don't get alarmed if you see that.
Fantastic.
So you want it to sit. It's going to start. You kind of move it around.
Oh my word! Wow, I see. It's already solid, solidified almost. It creates like these little crunch bits on top. Now I just want it to brown.
And the crunch bits is what's most important, because look at that. All that snaggly little bits on the end.
Yes.
They go so
Texture.
amazingly crunchy and delicious. So all we're going to do is, once they start coming to the surface, it's basically done. Give it a little quick turn over. And believe it or not, they're done.
Oh, yummy. These are so cool. And like you were saying earlier on, so if you just tuned in, we've made these delicious burgers. Now we're just creating the sides for them. We're making these tempura beans, green beans that we've got. And I mean, you can put anything inside this tempura batter, it sounds like. You can put courgette in there. Anything that's a soft vegetable that's fine enough to be able to cook in the oil.
Exactly. Even little tiny little strips of carrot work so well with this. Absolutely.
All right, so there are your burgers and there are your tempura sides. Simple like that. And if you want to get the details for this recipe, you can SMS the keyword burger to 33650. It'll cost you R1.50 and those free SMSs don't apply. All the details from the link to the recipe, shopping list, etc. will all be sent to your mobile device. As simple as that. And if you just tuned in, here's a quick recap.